Hello, Mona.
Hello. Thank you for taking my question. Um, so I've been studying astrology for about over a year, quite intensely in the hope of better understanding myself, my purpose, my soul's purpose, what I am meant to be doing. And then I stumbled upon your teachings that resonated deeply with me and made total sense. And so I just wondered if I had been searching in the wrong place. And I guess my question boils down to, is there, I mean, do we have an individual soul that has a specific purpose, uh, specific mission in this life? Or is this search for understanding myself is more a way to reinforce a sense of separateness, a sense of ego? So I would just like to have
Yes,
your.
okay. So yes, there is an individual soul or mind, an individual mind. In the ultimate analysis, there are no finite minds. There are just modulations of a single infinite mind, just as when you have a dream at night, there are no individual characters in your dream, but each of the characters in your dream is a part of your own mind. But let's be less absolute and acknowledge provisionally that yes, there are finite minds or souls. And each of these finite minds is, I would suggest, an apparent contraction or limitation of the one mind, God's mind, infinite consciousness. Just like the character that you seem to become in your own dream is a localization or a limitation of your own mind. Now, being a contraction of infinite consciousness, each of our minds has an inherent tension set up within it because it is an apparent limitation or contraction of that which is. And this contraction compels each finite mind to seek. Now, depending on the conditioning of each finite mind, some people will seek happiness, some people will seek love, some people will seek beauty, some people will seek understanding. And so some people will become an artist, others will become a scientist, others will, but everybody is seeking something. What all finite minds are seeking something. What the finite mind is really seeking is to return to its original state of equilibrium. Now, most of us feel that impulse to return to our natural state of equilibrium as the search for happiness. And we feel I, as a separate person, am seeking happiness. That's just how it appears from the perspective of the person. What is really happening is that the finite mind is being pulled back to its original condition. Just as if you squash a rubber ball, there is this tension within the ball that is making it expand, making it want to expand back to its natural state. So it's not actually the individual person who seeks happiness. It is the gravitational pull of our original condition that is felt from the perspective of a human being as the desire for love or happiness or understanding. So there's nothing. So in other words, your search, Mona, is not an egoic activity. It is just there's no such thing as a finite mind or an apparently separate self who is not in search. It is the condition of a finite mind to be seeking. So no, so that's the first thing to say. Your desire, your search that first took you towards astrology and now towards the non-dual understanding is not an egoic activity. On the contrary, it is this desire to return to your natural condition. And I think the impulse that first took you towards astrology and that is now taking you towards this understanding, it's the same impulse. Surely it is your desire for understanding, the understanding of yourself. And I say this now cautiously because I don't know a lot about astrology, but as I think you said earlier, your study of astrology can give you helpful information about the trajectory of your life, about the configuration, the broader configuration of your own mind, and where it may be going in life. It may explain certain circumstances or situations that you find yourself in now, and where you have come from and where you are going. All of that astrology may give you. Whether or not it gives you knowledge of the nature of yourself, I don't know. I think astrology probably wouldn't give you that knowledge. In fact, no system of knowledge can give us knowledge about ourselves. The only way it's possible to have knowledge of ourselves is to go to ourself. And this expression of the non-dual understanding that I sometimes refer to as the direct path is just the direct means of having knowledge of ourself. It doesn't necessarily give us knowledge of our activities, our relationships, our future, where our life is going. It may not give us that information, but it's really here we're focused on the essential knowledge of ourself.
Yeah, thank you. That makes a lot of sense. I think it's a tool also to, like you mentioned previously today, to navigate the world and make sense of it.
You mean astrology?
Yes, astrology.
I think that's true, but the most important thing, everything you do in your life, you do on behalf of yourself. So the most important thing, even your desire, even your interest in astrology, you do it out of interest in yourself. You do it on behalf of yourself. So that knowledge of yourself is the most important knowledge there is. We spend our whole lives living on behalf of ourself. So we would do well to know who or what the self is.